For a couple of weeks there, things were just going absolutely wonderful for the conservative outlet Newsmax, right? Just a couple weeks ago, they had their IPO, the initial public offering. The stock immediately shot up by 1,000%, making owner Chris Ruddy a billionaire almost instantly. They actually came out and they got to ring the bell on Wall Street to open the market that day. Rudy Giuliani was right there with them. And of course, that also happened to be the day that the stock market began its, nosedive. But other than that, Newsmax did pretty well that day. The owner did well. Things were looking up until this week, when Newsmax once again had to go to court because we still haven't gotten to trial for the Dominion voting system's defamation lawsuit against Newsmax, even though we are now 4.5 years past the defamation happening. Like, it's absolutely insane to me that we still have not had these trials. Like, that blows my mind. The fact that Mike Lindell, who was sued by all these people as well, has not gone to trial yet, that is flipping crazy. But anyway, Newsmax is in court in front of Judge Eric Davis. You may remember that name because this is the same judge from Delaware who actually oversaw the Fox News defamation suit from Dominion, where the judge said, yes, Fox News, you defamed them. And then Fox immediately said, okay, you know what? We'll settle. Here's $800 million. That very same judge this week issued a preliminary ruling that said, guess what, Newsmax? You did defame Dominion voting systems. So that's half the battle. Let me read you this. In his opinion, Judge Eric M. Davis says Dominion, quote, presents clear and convincing evidence that shows Newsmax broadcast segments with inaccurate information that, quote, would likely cause reasonable viewers to think significantly less favorably about Dominion than if the viewers knew the truth. He also noted that Newsmax clarification posted in mid-December 2020 about a lack of evidence of voter fraud showed that Newsmax acknowledged the falsity of several lies regarding Dominion and the election. So what the judge is saying in this ruling is that you did defame them. And as I said, that's half the battle because this is just a preliminary ruling. But it's not the entire battle, right? Defamation is not just, I said something false about you. In this particular instance, the jury, which the case is scheduled to go to trial on April 28th, I am assuming it's going to settle before that, but the jury is going to have to determine, one, whether the network acted with actual malice, knowing that what they were saying was either false, or not doing their due diligence in determining whether or not what they're saying is accurate. So the actual malice part of it is the biggest hurdle. Yes, now the judge says you definitely defamed them. Question is, did you do it intentionally? Or should you have known that you were defaming them? Honestly, I think that's pretty cut and dry for the jury. I think they're going to understand that, yeah, it kind of seems like you should have known better. You're talking about the ghost of Hugo Chavez and Venezuela coming in here and all these crazy things, and you're listening to people who are not credible. Yeah, I think Newsmax is going to lose this. But I don't think it's going to get to that point. This is a $1.6 billion defamation lawsuit. Newsmax, with their new wealth, is not going to risk all of these gains in a jury trial that, by the way, would also sink their stock. So they could lose everything that they have gained in just the last couple of weeks if they let this go to trial. Or they could probably settle it for roughly half that amount, just like Fox News did. Yeah, you're going to take a hit financially, but it's not going to hit you in the stocks as bad as it would if you get a jury verdict. So the ball is in Newsmax's court at this point. The judge already said you did the defamation. The jury's probably not going to be too kind to you. So I suggest you get on the phone with Dominion's lawyers and pull out your checkbook while you're at it, because this is going to end with you paying lots and lots of money no matter which path you decide to go down. Thanks for watching today, everybody. And don't forget, if you're not already, please do subscribe to this channel. We have fresh content going up every single day, and I would really hate for you to miss out on that. And speaking of missing out, if you're not following me across all other social media outlets, then get on it. You can follow the links in the description of this video.